here again because earlier I was using my microphone and I was talking, and somebody said that they couldn't hear me. So then when I went on to try to listen to it, I couldn't even hear myself. I'm like, what is going on? My mouth is moving, but I didn't hear anything. So the video earlier that I had put up, it was, I was watching something earlier on YouTube. I was just scrolling, and the girl was saying how she allowed someone, to enter her home, and it was just all crazy and it was chaos. So it was basically something that I was sharing that my grandmother used to always tell me. Well, she used to always say it, and I never really understood why she said it, but it was she said that the outside stays outside because the outside is nothing but chaos and destruction waiting to come on to the inside to wreak havoc inside your home or wherever you are at the time. So it's like, just let it stay where it's at. It's like, even though, wickedness can be on the inside too, it's definitely on the outside, and it's waiting for you to it's waiting for you to open the door so it can come in. I've had situations in the past to where I've had things happen like that, to where it was like, I just decided to, let me see. And I had to learn real quick, like, yeah, she said it for a reason. And because she said it for a reason, then I need to listen, and I need to take heed to that. And I started to just incorporate it into my own life. And there would be people that would say, oh, well, you think you too good, you think you to this, you think you better than everybody. It's like, no, it's not the fact that I think that I'm better than everybody. I don't even think that I'm better than anybody, but it's the fact that I know that I need to move differently. I need to be careful. I need to be aware when I'm out here, because there's so many things that are out here. You think that people just walking around minding their business doing that? No. Because definitely while you doing what you doing, there's somebody that's always paying attention. Even when you don't see nobody paying attention, somebody is always paying attention, whether it be they looking out their window or whatever it is. I remember when I used to get off, when I used to catch the bus, and I had got off the bus one time, and I was walking home. One of my mom's friends, I didn't even know, he was staring out the window looking at me every day. And I'm like, he was telling, oh yeah, you was wearing this, and you had went to the corner store, and you did this and you did that. And I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. Like, that didn't even make no type of sense. So that right there just let me know, like, yeah, you definitely got to pay attention, because people are watching you no matter where you are. Even when you think they not, they are. Like I said, they peeping out windows, they in cars looking, they got tinted windows, they still looking. People paying attention out their peripheral. Usually you can tell when people is doing something like that, because they're real still, and it's like, it looks like they're focusing on something. And if they look like they focusing on something, most likely they might be focusing on you. But anyway, back to the message for the girl is like, just be careful of who you let into your space, because it's like they're looking to come into the inside. You might have something that you brought onto the inside that they want. They might just want to come in just to be destructive. You might have kids on the inside. They want to come in and try to influence them to do things on the outside that they shouldn't be doing. And once that happens and they get a hold of that, it's like you're going to be spending a lot of time trying to dismantle that, because they already done influenced them, which is real crazy. I don't know. I'm at a point in my life to where it's like, I don't even be trying to get to know new neighbors. I don't be trying to get to know nobody, because it's like, as soon as I try to get to know you, you ain't going to do nothing but have problems and issues. You're going to try to pour into me, and I don't need nothing in my life. And even if I don't have any problems and issues in my life at the time, I don't want any, because all I know is that I'm going to sit there and I'm going to try to help you. And by me sitting here trying to help you, you ain't going to do nothing but try to kick me on my back or try to tear me down. So why do I even want to introduce that into my life? It's so crazy. It's to a point where I'm single, but at the same time, if God wants me to be with a man at this point, he's going to have to deliver him to my door. He's going to have to be manifested in my dream or something. But even at that point, I'm going to have to close the door and step back inside and say a prayer like, God, did you send me this man? Because if you did not send me this man, I need you to take him away. By the time I go back to the door and open it, just let him be gone. And if he still happens to be there, he's going to have to go through a whole thing to get to me, because it's like, no. At this point, I'm very protective of myself, because I see the type of time that people can be on, and they be on that type of time for no reason, or they be on that type of time for other people. And it makes no sense. To them, it makes sense, but To me, it doesn't make sense. So it's like, if you really feel as though that you have to do all that, you don't even need to be around me. So, sis, you gotta have that mindset. You gotta think like that too. It's like, as soon as you come around something, you gotta pay attention, be aware. It's discernment. Pay attention to these people. When they talk, and pay attention to the things that are coming out of their mouth. The things that they're doing, pay attention to what they're doing. You know, people that they could be talking to, whatever it is. Pay attention to everything that's going around, because you just never know. And they just be on some type of diabolical, crazy demon time that, like I said, it's not going to make sense to you, but it clearly makes sense to them. And you don't have to have anything. They just want to do it just to do it. Like, I don't know. Hello. Who's that? Wintum? What's happening? Hi, how you doing? I'm just on here talking, reposting a video, because earlier I was on and someone had said that they couldn't hear me because I was on mute. So I said I was going to have to go back on and redo another one. It's crazy because it takes me time just to come on here, because I'm like, oh, I don't want to go on. I don't want to do a video. I don't want to do this. But it's like, when I'm in a groove, I'm in a moment, and I got something to say and I want to say it, that's when I should be jumping on. But I don't do it. I wait until later, and then later I don't even want to do it, because I'm like, I don't have that same excitement and that same that I had earlier. Because earlier, when I was thinking about it, I was snapping, I was going off. I'm like, yeah, man, and now I'm like, I don't know. So I wish that the sound would have played instead of just messing up. But maybe it was meant for me to come back on here again. Who knows? I mean, this is helping me be more comfortable with myself and what I have to say, and just speaking what's on my mind. Because usually I keep a lot of things in when I see things, and I'm just like, So there's nothing wrong with coming on here and, sharing my opinion on how I feel about things. It's even so crazy because I feel like God is doing something in my life where he's doing a change, where he wants me to do something. I'm not quite exactly sure what it is, but I know that it has something to do with speaking. I'm very good at helping people with things when it comes to talking about things. So I know it has something to do with that. I just don't know quite exactly what it is, but I know YouTube is something that's helping me get to that point, and I don't know. But I just wanted to come back on here to share that because the mute wasn't working.